very quickly, let's proceed with effects of temperature on resistance of a conductor. On resistance of a conductor. Okay. So very quickly, we can just answer this question directly. Temperature, increase in temperature causes the resistance of a conductor to increase. So when temperature increases, resistance of a conductor increase. Then also we can also look at the effect of resistance. We can also look at effect of temperature on the resistance of a semiconductor. Now, when temperature is increased, the resistance of a semiconductor reduces. When temperature increases, the resistance of a semiconductor reduces. This also applies to increase in light intensity. Okay? So also when the light intensity increases, resistance of a semiconductor reduces. So the more appropriate title for this part should have been effect of resistance and light intensity on the resistance of a semiconductor. So as we can see from this explanation, when light intensity and resistance of a semiconductor increases, the resistance reduces. The same applies here too when the temperature and light intensity. So I can also say that the effect of temperature and light intensity on the resistance of a conductor. Increase in temperature and light intensity. I'm just substituting there. And light intensity causes the resistance of a conductor to increase. But the converse is what is obtainable for semiconductor. So that when temperature increases, the resistance of a semiconductor will reduce. That also applies to increase in light intensity. Also, when the light intensity increases, the resistance of a semiconductor reduces. So increase in temperature and light intensity causes the resistance of a semiconductor to reduce. But increase in temperature and light intensity causes the resistance of a conductor to increase. So we can say that this is illustrated. These are illustrated in the semiconductor, in the thermistor and LDR and light dependent resistor, which is called LDR. So we can simply illustrate that in the thermistor and also in the light dependent resistor. So let's look at that quickly. So we can easily say here that effect of change in temperature, effect of temperature on resistance of a thermistor. A thermistor is basically a temperature dependent resistor. Its symbol is like this. So we are looking at effect of temperature on resistance of a thermistor. A thermistor is a temperature dependent resistor. And of course, from what we have explained previously, a thermistor is made up of a semiconductor. A thermistor is made up of a semiconductor. And as the temperature of a semiconductor increases, the resistance will reduce. So we can easily answer that by saying that a thermistor is made of a semiconductor. So, having said that, we can just show it graphically. Since a thermistor is made up of a semiconductor, if you plot the graph of resistance against temperature for a semiconductor, as the temperature increases, its resistance reduces. And we have said that a thermistor is made up of a semiconductor. So as the temperature of the thermistor increases, the resistance of the thermistor will reduce, like this. Okay? Then the next one, effect of light intensity. Effect of light intensity on the resistance of a light dependent resistor, which is basically referred to as what? LDR. The symbol for LDR. The symbol for LDR is like this. Light dependent resistor. This is symbol for light. So that shows that the resistance here is dependent on light intensity. According to what we have explained before, that increase in temperature and increase in light intensity causes the resistance of semiconductor to reduce. And light-dependent resistors, they are made up of semiconductor. So as the light intensity increases, the resistance of the light-dependent resistor will reduce. So if I sketch the graph of resistance in ohms against light intensity in lux, it will look like this. As the light intensity increases, the resistance of the LDR will reduce. So that basically shows very good illustration on how resistance is affected by temperature and light intensity. So in a circuit, if you have a thermistor in a circuit and you have LDR in a circuit, you can be asked to investigate, or you can be asked to explain what will happen to the resistance in that particular circuit, put into consideration the effect of changes in temperature and change in light intensity.